Hi, good morning, and welcome to my channel once again. This is Queen Esther Wines Frank by Native Udwabo. In case you're new to this channel, I'm glad to have you here. Well, in today's video, I want to make a continuation of the video I talked about the trending issue in Africa, where most African countries are going into coup d'etat. They are experiencing coup, and I stated that those countries are mostly the French colonies. And I also mentioned that these countries do not have full independence. Rather, what they have is flag independence. And I also stated my one of the reasons why I said that they have just a flag independence, which I said they're still paying land rent to France as their colonial master, and which supposed not to be so. So in today's video, I want to talk on the second reason I said they have a flag independence. The second reason is that their economic decision is not taken fully by them. They only discuss on the issue. They had an idea of what they want, but the final decision cannot be taken by them. It should be taken forwarded to their colonial master for a final verdict on economy. So that's the second thing. Anything, even if move of development, anything that has to do with the country in full, not foreign investors, not diplomatic ties by other countries. No, I'm not talking about diplomatic ties. Anything that has to do with the territory itself, the decision must be made known to their colonial master, and they are the ones to give the final say on the issue. Yeah, that is it. And it seems so weird to me in this 21st century why you should be, discussing things, your own development, your own growth with another country, not even an African country far away in Europe, in the name of you're having a flag independence. And that's so to say, I'm happy for Benin Republic because some years ago, which I mentioned in the previous video, that they took a different step, a great step for choosing their own political leader over the one that was chosen by France. So I'm coming to that. Here, talking about politics, the French colonies, like I said, also do not have a full decision on their political affairs. Their politics is being affected. Just like I cited an example earlier about Benin Republic, that there was a leader, a political president candidate that was chosen, a presidency candidate that was chosen by France to take over the position, the presidential position. But the citizens of Benin Republic woke up like if they feel there is something wrong, they should do something differently. Enough is enough of you influencing our political duties, our political affairs. So they decided to choose another candidate over the chosen one, Zinzu. And that was Talon, and Talon took over the government because they had the full support of the indigenous people of Benin Republic over the influence of their colonial master in France. So Zinzu failed while Talon took over. That was 2015, 2016, thereabout. Coming to other African countries, they do not have that opportunity, or do I say that they are not ready, they are not strong, they feel they're not strong enough to do that? Of course, Benin Republic is surviving, they are doing well. There is no need that their political positions is being decided by their colonial master in this 21st century anymore. It does not make sense to me, but that's what is happening. Just look into Cameroon, which I mentioned earlier. That man has been on seat for years. Years, decades. 40 years, if not mistaken. And I watched one of his videos. The man is stricken in age. He cannot walk on his own. He cannot really do anything. It's just still like a figurehead. And now it becomes what I call it a sit tight syndrome when it comes to power. Sit tight syndrome until I die. Then I get a replacement. And that replacement is someone that can easily be influenced. And the reason, from my own research, I discovered that this is the man that can easily be influenced. Cameroon is a bilingual country, English and French. And this English side do not even have the opportunity to take over the seat. It's also from the French side, and they are always having a problem. And they were the only, as at the time, country that was facing coup because of I was thinking it was because of this issue of bilingual of a thing, but no, from everything I've seen so far, it wasn't anything related to that. It has to do with their political decisions, their political influence by their colonial master. This is which is France. So I think they needed a change, but there's someone to push that change forward since they are not united as a country, believing that I'm an English and a French, so they are not united, so they couldn't obtain the goal of choosing a leader, their own leadership, over the one of their colonial masters, just like what Benin Republic did, because Benin Republic are like one. They took one heart to do what they did and they were successful. Now, coming to Niger, I think are waking up now. That's why I say African countries are waking up from the sleep. The main place of attack was the France embassy, that they are the brand behind what is happening in their country. I don't know how true, but looking at things and the research I've made so far, are you paying rent every year? And decisions, take economic decisions and political decisions. It seems to be true of what they're saying. And looking into Gabon, the same thing. And that brought about the transitional government that the military have to, be the acting governors presently. So, guys, what do you think? What do you see? Is this a very good step for Africa doing this, to get their full independence, or do you think it's a problem? It will affect their economy. After all, their economy wasn't good at first, right? Because of what they are facing. So, guys, I want to know your take. This is the end of the video, and thank you for staying tuned. Love you.